Hi, I'm Nora Caldwell. I live in San Juan Capistrano. I really like spending time. I do volunteer work at the Sarah Pantry, which is at the Mission. I just applied, so I'm working through the process of possibly volunteering at the hospital. And my dog, I got her certified after I retired, and so we are paw pals for Vitas Hospice. I grew up on the East Coast, and my dad actually was one of the first special agents for the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. So we moved around quite a bit, but was born in Pittsburgh and spent most of my time in Jersey, so I consider myself a Jersey girl. Made my way to California, and I came out kicking and screaming. This was not where I wanted to be, but it's my home now. Even though I love the East Coast, I'm not sure that I could survive another one of those winters. Well, I was born and raised a Catholic in a great big Irish Catholic extended family. Church was always a part of my growing up. You know, went through First Holy Communion and confirmation and all of that. But as I became an adult, I kind of strayed away, really, from the Catholic Church. It was like I always believed in God, but didn't really, wasn't always feeling it, I guess. We actually ended up, Brad and I ended up at the Catholic Church here at the Mission. What both of us liked was the messages were always about taking care of the widows and children, the poor and the needy. And so that was something that has always resonated with me. My mother was a social worker for one of the hospitals back east. So I was always kind of raised with that of, you know, that's really who we're supposed to be. It was something that for me that really drew me to Branches was just that simple motto of love God, love people, and when people ask me about where I go or what I believe, that's really, it's like, well, this is you can put that on a t-shirt. It's easy to remember, and it's exactly the way I feel and that where I want to go with my life. How I'm seeing God work in my life today. 2 years ago, I lost my husband. And that was really hard. And I wasn't really sure how I felt about God. I was really kind of mad at him and didn't know what I was supposed to, where I was supposed to be, what I was supposed to do. And even though I was mad at him, he kept leading me. When I look at it now, it was like, yeah, okay. I know, I get it, you're mad, but just come this way. And it's what led me here. Brad and I were getting ready to retire. We were actually going to be moving out of state. With his death, all of that changed, and he led me to where I'm living now, which is I moved 1.8 miles from one side of San Juan to the other. I got there and I met Julie. She lives in the same community as I do. And it was a breakfast that they were having just in the clubhouse, and everybody was asking, what church do you go to, and so forth. And, you know, I was sort of sidestepping, trying to be polite and sidestep things. And Julie came up and we started talking. Of course, she was asking, and I had to tell her, I was like, I got to tell you before you even get very far, I'm really not into talking about this. And I'm really not into the evangelical stuff. And she looked at me and she kind of smiled. She said, oh, you'll fit right in. She invited me to come to Branches, and I wasn't sure, but it was like, okay, I'm gonna fake it till I make it. Sure, I'll go. And I got here, and it felt like this was where I was looking for. Brad would have walked in here and went, this is it. We finally found our church home. And I came in with Julie. It was funny, I got here and people that I already knew were coming here that I had no idea. So it was just like, again, he guided me to the community where I live that I feel is the right place for me to be right now. He guided me here and guided me to be with people that care about me, that are looking for the same things that I am in finding spiritual meaning and purpose in my life. I'm just glad he stuck with me, even though I was mad at him for a long time.